Since you've been so long in the music industry, what do you hate the most about it? Out of everything that you've seen, everything that you've done?
I hate the most that people overlook the fact of the artists. You know, they don't pay attention to the artists. You know, they can hear the music all day. I've heard people say, "Oh, it's the new guy out. It's a new guy out called We in the City. Ain't got no roof. It's a hot guy," you know, and it just pisses me off. You don't know that's drum. So they don't. I mean, they don't take the time out to know what we go through as artists, and they don't know that our feelings are in this, our emotions. It plays on a day-to-day basis, you know, and we actually live off of what they, you know, give us to live off. You know, are you hot or not? You know, are you hot? Are you not hot? Do you sound good? Can you still rap? And it all matters to us what you say, you know. And people think that, you ain't got no feelings, you feel. You know what I mean? You know, you the biggest player. Oh, you know, you ain't got no feelings. Nah, man, we be taking this shit to heart. We care about what you say. We listening like you are. You know, we do have feelings. Yeah, we can be like delicately put out of place. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you say the wrong thing, it'll throw a rapper clean off. Like, you know what I mean? You know, as opposed to like a regular human, you like, oh, fuck you. Like, oh yeah, whatever. You say that shit to the wrong person. You know what I mean? Pay attention to the artist. I think you should pay attention to the artist more. You know, even though when we're not rapping, you know, look at what we like as humans and what makes us happy, and the things not to say to us. You know.
Top 3 things Dro needs in the studio.
Ciroc. Top 3 things Dro needs in the studio might be like, I think Ciroc, a pen and pad, and a nice beat. You know what I mean? I could conquer the world with that, you know.
I see a lot of people freestyle in the booth nowadays versus writing. I'm surprised that you're not more of the stuff that you come up with, and you know, the very colorful lyrics that you have. I'm surprised that you actually really write it all down.
It's fun. I kind of take it as it's like a method. First you think of it, then you write it, then you speak it. You know, and those are my 3 steps to feeling it the way I feel it. Then, you know, it's a good practice, a good regiment. You know, speak, you know, write, think, you know.
Have you tried the opposite?
I tried the opposite. It's not, I don't like it as much. It's cool, you know, but sometimes what you got to say off the top of your head is not thought that deeply, I want to say. And I would, you know, and I would write this down, and I would think about what I'm writing, you know what I mean, before I say something crazy, you know, and then we'll be, oh, go back, and then, you know. So I'd rather write it, and then once I write it, I won't have to write it twice.
Regular Ciroc straight, or is it a certain flavor?
I like Ciroc berry and pineapple, and it probably just made my day, because I hate strong liquor, you know? I ain't no strong liquor drinker. I can't do that. Too cool for that.
Speaking of the studio, oh, you're good.
Cool.
Speaking of the studio, craziest studio story, if you have one.
Studio story. Not really knowing. I mean, well, yeah. Well, me and B.o.B was in the studio one day, and I was asking questions about, while I was writing, and then like when I was writing, I was asking weird questions because I didn't know some of the definitions and some of the things I wanted to say. And so, and then I just stopped, and everybody was just like in their phones, like trying to figure out the definition of something. So, and my partner walked in, he was like, I walk in, everybody in the phone, you in the booth, you're questioning, and I was like, it was a experiment for me, like, you know what I mean? And that was one of the weirdest moments in hip hop with me, like, to have everybody looking for what I was looking for, which was a definition before I decided to write it.
Now, I know you've come across a lot of different producers, a lot of different instrumentals. Has there been any beat that you passed on and then see a different light of day?
No, it hasn't, because I usually don't pass on the beat. You know, I've never skipped over a beat that I was like, oh, because if I passed it, it wasn't appealing to me. You know?
All right. Hold on 1 second. Out of your whole collection, what is the realest record you ever wrote?
My whole collection, the realest record I ever wrote, it would have to be on my second album. It was the second album. It was the gospel track that was related to me and the church, and I'm yet to even know the name of this album, this record. I think it's called Faith, if I'm not right. Something like that. But it's on my second album, it's on High Times, and it's one of the realest. It's because I quoted the Bible a lot, and I transferred it to my lifestyle. You know, I was like, you know, I was showing you how I'm living with the quotes of the Bible. So it was kind of like real personal. One of the realest raps I ever wrote.